This your favorite nephew cousin, right? Back with the Tuesday Gems. But before I jump into that and tell y'all about yesterday, this will be the 1000th video that I've posted on YouTube. So I was gonna do this when it was 996. You know, that number is special to me. Well, 96 is special to me. Anyway. But I think this would suffice. I was looking because I thought it was close. I was like, oh man, I missed it. But I didn't. So this would be the 1000th video to celebrate, or why not just make it a grapes and gas, right? So we got the gas and the keef. If you don't know what the keef is your weed savings account that be in your grinder, right? At the bottom. If you didn't know, you probably know now and be like, oh, yeah. You know, whatever you partake, if you need a lesson, we'll talk later. But anyway, got the grapes, got the gas, got the water. Yep. Grapes, gas, water, lighter, all that good stuff. Right? So now that y'all caught up, Tuesday Gems is here. All right. Before we jump into Tuesday Gems, yesterday I was telling y'all in that Monday motivation that it's important to have thick skin out here, right? You know, thick skin, you know, don't take everything so personal and stuff like that. Ooh, Tuesday Gems. Tuesday Gems. It's like, do I want to still tell y'all about not fitting in? I think that's what I want to, you know. And then I was thinking about going live on this one, but I think we just going to give it a video. Because I got so much stuff to do. It's like, should I go live? I don't know, man. Anyway, we here. What's so crazy about these YouTube videos is I hit the 1000th mark on, I'll say a couple weeks ago on my iMovie, because that's how I record, right? And the craziest thing is, it's like, yesterday was my 1057th, so this would be a 58. So y'all got 1,000 videos, right? And 58 of them motherfuckers didn't make it, you know, for whatever reason. But man, yeah, man, shout out to that. We got the gas, man. Man, my fault, y'all. Damn, 1000th YouTube video, right? And I ain't got hella subscribers like everybody else, but my path is different, right? Tuesday Gem. Maybe your path is different from everybody else. Thank God. Amen. You looking out, rather, right? Maybe your path different from everybody else. Maybe you can't do what they do. Maybe you have to stand out. Maybe your path different from everybody else, bit, bro. And oh yeah, that's a lot of keef in that motherfucker. So this shit gonna burn fast, but I'm trying to get 2 grapes, you know, to let me, you know, do its thing before I even jump into it. But yeah, bit, bro. Maybe your path different from everybody else. Maybe it's just different, bit, bro. Maybe it's different from everybody else. Maybe you have to stand out. Maybe you have to just be you, because that's all that matters anyway. But shout out to the keef. Shout out to the grapes and gas, right? The tree is running low, but thank God we got the keef. So look, I ain't even got to do too much. Talking about still burning now. Grapes and gas now. Talking about still burning now. Where the pen at? Ouch. I thought I had it together, y'all, but it don't stop, which is cool. Cause I ain't want to do all that. First thing, you know, I ain't want, cause Keith, if you don't know about the Keith for real, there you go. That Keith gonna burn, boy. Yeah, it's gonna burn, but what I was gonna do is put the Keith in first and then put the tree in, then sprinkle a little Keith. But what I did was put mainly a lot of gas that I had and then sprinkle the Keith and then not light it as hard as I usually light it. I know to some people like, damn, bro, you gotta do all that. It's not even that deep if you smoke for real. Right, don't try to make your favorite nephew cousin sound crackish, right? Y'all love to, especially ones who don't smoke, right? Just be like, oh, okay, good for you and your weed savings account, right? And then keep it going, right? But maybe you have to stand out. Maybe you just can't be like everybody else. Not gotta be, you just can't, you know what I'm saying? How many people you know that be trying to keep up with these trends and then you see them and you just like, you could tell it ain't them, but you know, it's them, right? You know, maybe, you know, that's how some of y'all be looking, trying to do all this other stuff that everybody else doing. Maybe you can't do all that, bit, bro. Maybe you have to sit in the room and talk to somebody or talk to yourself like you talking to somebody, you know? And maybe you can't be a streamer, right? Just not yet. Because you probably ain't got nothing to talk about, and that's cool. Still live your life, right? Yeah. Little Keith, should I go back in? 7 minutes. Okay, I guess so. Let me get some more grapes. I feel like I ain't had enough grapes. Man, this celebratory right here, man. 1,000th YouTube video. Maybe your life was meant to go like this because it was written to be a better story. There you go. Maybe your life going like this because it was written to be a better story. Sometimes when you're going through stuff, you probably just got to be like, you know what? It's going to make the story, this going to make the victory that much sweeter. And then keep moving on. Sometimes you probably got to tell yourself that to keep yourself afloat. A lot of y'all don't be knowing how to keep yourself afloat. That'd be what it is. And then you be chalking up everything as the end of the world. You know, everything that be really so small to you. But we here. Let's get it. There go that pen right there. Oh, it's so crazy. This keeps so smooth on here. I don't even taste the weed. What the fuck? Man. Because, you know, I've lately been tasting the weed. But the weed the tree gonna get re-up, you know, re-upped, however we say it, right? Re-equipped. Yeah, that's what we gonna say. Don't worry. So it's a little low, but it's cool. But I'm gonna tell you what'd be funny. I know I'm going off topic, but we could do that right now. I'm giving y'all the Tuesday gems, so they just flood. But I'm gonna tell you what be tripping me out about me, because people probably be thinking I just be ultra be blowing down. At times I do, but when I love the fact that God got me on this program where I could just pace myself. Right? I'd be like, oh, no, I ain't gonna smoke today. I'll probably smoke later. Don't end up smoking later, right? I'm not saying I'm a weakling when it comes to smoking, but it's like I don't have to smoke every day, and that feels so good. Because I remember I used to have to smoke 2 and 3 blunts, you know, and then people looking at me like, what's wrong with that? You know? And then if it wasn't that, it was probably half a blunt and a joint, and then just cuz. And that's cool. At times I was depressed, and then a lot of times it was just because I could. And I think it's so cool because what I'm planning to do now, since a very special day is coming up, I'm probably gonna be smoking a lot more. Yep. Yep. Cause I'm telling you that fresh gas. Ooh. And I'm gonna probably just get me some tree and then a cart or two. It depends on how I'm feeling. If I want to be that frivolous just yet, or do I just want to wait and then kind of get it on the way? Cause I know I'm gonna get the tree regardless. I know that one, but it's just the carts. Cause sometimes I don't be liking the cart. The cart don't be liking my pockets, and I don't be liking their prices. Is that rain? I'm trying to figure out, is that rain? Cause I want to do some yard work, but I don't know, man. Yeah, big breakfast today, man. Man, and it's still in there. That's lovely. Right, still in there. Let me get that together. Man, listen, maybe you just can't be like everybody else. Maybe you have to take this path. Maybe you have to lose right now. But what if you just look at it like this? This is how it's supposed to be, right? What if you supposed to lose 76 times, draw 13 times, and then win 147? What if, right, your favorite nephew cousin half, right? What if you had to try doing something, let's just say 75 times? You got it on the 65th time, right? But 75 just to prove your point, right? What if you just had to try something one time so you could just be who you was? And I'm not talking about a drug. I'm talking about actually putting away your fears and doing something that you need to do in life. Like pursuing something greater than yourself. What if, what if you just had to take that one turning event and then boom, this your life? You going places that you never thought you would go. Being who you thought you could be, but you was like, I don't know. And then boom, life was just like, yeah, why not? Yeah, that was in the plans. So y'all gotta think like that too. Let me get some of these grapes, man, because I feel like I've been hitting the gas, And grapes and gas is a real good combination. I fuck with a nigga say. Niggas be having their own thing. Grapes and gas is cool. Kiwi and gas is cool too. Strawberries and gas. It's another one I'm out there missing too. Yeah. And what's crazy is I could have got the naked out, but I didn't. What time is it? But the video about 13, some change. I don't know how long I'm still be here, but maybe, just maybe, but that if you don't make it today, but you probably make it later on tomorrow night. All right, hang in there a bit. All right, hang in there. Shit. It's still burning, but it's burning awkwardly because I keep in there wood. But it's still some more in there. Hey, we gonna, yes sir. Maybe, right? Maybe you can't be like everybody else, right? Maybe you gotta find your own path. Maybe you gotta put your own spin to it, right? And what'd be crazy, when you do your own thing, people still be trying to relate you to somebody else, right? Try to compare you to somebody else, and it's like, why? I won't even say it this time. I was gonna say it, but I called myself. But why y'all comparing me? And then sometimes you don't even think about it, like why y'all compare me. It's just like, oh, that's what's up. And then you keep doing your own thing. Yep. And it's like I could go live. I could go live. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I had to clear out that, but I ain't mad at that because it was still smoking and I thought it wasn't. So it caught me a little bit. But yeah, man, maybe your story just got to be a little bit different, bro. hmm Maybe you can't be like your favorite nephew cousin, and that's cool. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about your favorite nephew cousin. He let you know, boy, it's still some smoke in that bowl, boy. 1,000 video I ain't playing, boy. And I know some niggas in the background, yeah, you looking real fiendish trying to get it out. Hey, to each his own, brother. When you gonna start being so judgmental? That's probably what's holding you back, right? I'm crossing them up real nasty. They like, oh my god, why the defender look like he bagging groceries? Why we? Oh my god, yeah. And then it's like they think it's a push off. No, it's just your depth perception off. I'm over here. Where you? He be talking hella crazy. I hope he can hoop. I hope you don't be there when I return. Cause I be showing motherfuckers I can hoop at times, and then a lot of times I get lazy. But I'm working on this damn ankle, and once I get back, I'm talking about to hooping. Yeah, all that lazy shit, I can hurt after the game. Fuck all that. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I was last time. And it kind of messed up this ankle, but we finna get right though. Right. Once that don't hurt no more. And matter of fact, once it's still hurting, matter of fact, cause I'm gonna cut the bullshit on myself. Like I'm gonna pull the plug. Like, even if I just touch the basketball, like, please don't be there. Whoever you are. And then the craziest thing is, I ain't even gonna talk too much about it, but those taller defenders used to get me tripped up, but I know exactly what I'm about to start doing to these. And I ain't even finna talk too much about it. I know, because I haven't done it in a while. And it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. And then I hope people don't play for the contact, but for whatever reason, people like to play for the contact, and it's just like, I want you to do that. Oh, he really can move. And that boy got some wheels. What? Yeah. And it's probably N1 pushed you off the camera. Like damn. And then I want somebody to block it. See, y'all, 1,000 video turning up. I want somebody to block it because it's like, okay, cool. I get the ball back. You blocked it. You wanted the block. Let me get the ball back. Yeah. Yeah. Once that happens, You gotta know. I'm just going ahead and get to the bag. It ain't even the James Harden. I'm just going ahead and get to the bag, whatever it is. Cause the moment you let me get like this, dribble or not, probably start heat checking off rip too. You know. Yeah. 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 So don't be there. All the critics, all that ooh, when I touch this basketball and I put it on the floor for real. Not me just getting psyched up and trying to be there, right? Taking my time, easing back into it. But when I be there and this jacket is on, or the sweatsuit, God better save you, nigga. God better save you. Mm-hmm. 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 This your favorite nephew, because man, this was the 1,000th video, but it was also brought to you in part by a Tuesday gym, right? That was filled with grapes and gas, and we was telling you that maybe you ain't gotta be like everybody else. Mm-hmm. And maybe your story was kind of meant to go like this to make a better story. Yeah, it sound more convincing because it been there. You just can't guard it. But yeah, it's your favorite nephew cousin. Mm-hmm.